when I feel stuck, when that sinking, silent feeling creeps in, and my job starts to feel pointless. That's quiet cracking. It isn't burnout, and it isn't quitting. It's the slow, invisible unraveling that happens when my work no longer sparks anything in me, and I start to wonder if I'll ever get out. And when this happens, I do this mental workup. Right now, I can feel myself quietly cracking at my job. It's not a loud crisis, but a slow drip of discouragement that eats away at my spark. This job feels like a cage. No matter how hard I work, no one seems to notice. The same routine, the same faces, day after day, like the world decided this is all I'm good for. And the more I think about it, the heavier it feels. There's a voice inside that wants to whine, complain, even give up. But another part of me is getting tired of feeling powerless. I know I'm not just here to drown in frustration. I want to claim some power back, even just a little. So I admit it, I'm here, I'm angry, but I'm not gonna settle for this mood. I'm ready to let some of it out, loud and unfiltered, if only in my mind. And you know what? This isn't just about me being unlucky. Sometimes it feels like the whole system is built to hold me down. Hey boss, are you blind? Or do you just not care? Why am I always the one passed over, while others who barely try get ahead? Maybe you think I don't notice how you play favorites, how you pretend my ideas don't exist. You act like my work is invisible, like I'm disposable. And you company thanks for the broken promises and the pay raises that never happen. It's enough to make me wanna slam my fist on the desk and shout, do you even know who you're dealing with? Because I do. I know what I bring to the table, even if you pretend not to see it. So go ahead, ignore me, overlook me, doubt me. I'm letting every bit of this anger and indignation out. I refuse to bottle it up anymore. But when the shouting is done, what am I really left with? Just me, sitting in the quiet after the storm, and I start to wonder, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to keep feeling like this? What if my career wasn't meant to be stuck in this tiny corner? If I was born into this world, I have to believe there's more from me than frustration and closed doors. I wasn't put here to be miserable. There must be a bigger mission. the real purpose behind all this. If I was born, then I was born with the capacity to make something new happen. Maybe I just forgot for a while. What is my value anyway? If I feel I can grow, then I can grow. So what's really in my way? Is it this so-called dead-end job? Or is it my own old belief that I don't deserve more? But if I've made it this far, maybe I'm more deserving than I realized. Maybe all my essence is screaming, I am value, I am worth, I deserve a better price, a bigger place, a new path. Maybe the real work is letting myself remember that. As I sit with those questions, everything shrinks down to size. My boss's rejections, the company's blindness, they're small, almost laughable in the context of my whole life. I am not defined by one job or one person's opinion. I am valuable, so much more than any role or paycheck could measure. And I can feel it right now, as a quiet certainty in my chest, as a lightness in my shoulders, as a new steadiness in my breath. Maybe all that anger was proof that I do know my price. So what would happen if I started to carry this feeling with me, not just at work, but into every part of my world, into my family, my friends, my community? It's a different energy, and it feels good. I let the fear go, I let the old story go. All is well, then nothing matters more than how I feel about myself. But when the shouting is done, what am I really left with? You know, maybe things aren't as fixed as I thought. What if I look at my job with fresh eyes? Could there be a project I haven't noticed, or some task I couldn't make my own? I wonder what would happen if I started a conversation with someone outside my usual circle, or took a small risk on an idea that's been sitting in the back of my mind. Thinking this way, everything feels a bit lighter. I even catch myself picturing what it would be like to get that promotion, or land a role where my efforts are finally seen. How would that feel? I imagine myself walking into work, head high, shoulders relaxed, a smile that comes naturally. There's a quiet confidence, like I belong, like I'm valued, like every step I take is moving me forward. My chest feels open, my body almost floats with the thought I want to hold on to this sensation, let it fill me up, and let my mind replay it over and over, as if rehearsing for the moment it becomes real. Each time I do, it gets a little more believable, a little more mine. If I can picture myself growing, maybe it's not so far-fetched after all. Why wouldn't I deserve something better? I've worked hard, learned new skills, and kept going even when things felt impossible. Isn't that what everyone says is the foundation for success? I've shown up even when I was overlooked. It says something about my character. If other people can rise, sometimes with less experience or drive, why shouldn't I? The world is full of stories of people who were underestimated until the right moment arrived. If I'm honest, I know I bring real value. The way I solve problems, support others, finish what I start. Maybe I haven't broadcasted my strengths, but they're there, and they matter. The law of life is that what I focus on, it grows. If I carry myself as someone worthy, the world can't help but notice. Even if my environment hasn't shifted yet, I've changed how I see myself. And if I keep this going, believing in my worth, feeling my value, refusing to shrink, then something has to give. Why would the universe waste someone with this much to offer? It doesn't make sense to hide a light under a rock forever. If I'm here wanting more, it's because more is possible for me. If I trust this, if I let my energy stay high, the opportunities can't help but appear, maybe even in ways I haven't imagined yet. I deserve more, not because I demand it, but because I was born for it. Because growth is the natural order, and I am ready, so I expect it. I stand for it. I know it's
So here I am, standing taller than ever, almost amused at how small my world felt before. Who knew the dead-end job trap could be the trampoline I needed? Looking back, I can laugh at the old worries, the times I thought I'd never get noticed, never move up. Honestly, it's kind of funny how convinced I was that nothing would ever change, when all along change was what I was made for. Now I play with the possibilities. What if the universe is setting me up for the biggest surprise of my career, just waiting for me to claim it? Maybe my next step shows up wrapped in an awkward meeting, or a mistake that turns out to be my golden ticket. Maybe the people who overlook overlooked me will have to squint to keep up once I'm soaring. I feel frisky, light on my feet, ready for anything. I even catch myself rooting for the next plot twist. Bring it on! Whether it's a new offer, a wild project, or a total reinvention, I know I'll land on my feet, grinning. I am growth in action now. Proof that what I focus on, it grows. And right now my story is growing bigger, brighter, and way more interesting than I ever imagined. And why wouldn't it? Look at me. I outgrew the version of myself that thought stuck was permanent. I questioned it, I challenged it, I rewrote it. That's power. Do I really think someone with my idea stays invisible forever? Someone who sees inefficiencies in seconds, who anticipates problems before they explode, who keeps showing up even when it's inconvenient. Be serious. That's not average energy, that's expansion energy. Of course doors respond to me, of course opportunities circle back around. Of course my name starts coming up in rooms I haven't even entered yet. Why? Because I've sharpened myself in private. Because I refuse to rot in resignation. Because even when I was quietly cracking, I was secretly building standards and standards rise. It grows. My confidence grows when I speak. My influence grows when I decide. My value grows every time I stop pretending I'm replaceable. Replaceable with this mind, with this adaptability, with this stamina, please. I can pivot, I can lead, I can create something out of thin air if I have to. And the best part, I'm enjoying this. I enjoy imagining the email that changes everything, the conversation that shifts my title the moment someone says, "We need you on this." Of course you do. I've been ready for bigger rooms for a while now. I just needed to see it. Now I do. I see how my energy changes the atmosphere. I see how my ideas stretch conversations further. I see how my presence steadies chaos. That's leverage, and leverage multiplies. It grows. My courage grows each time I picture success without flinching. My worth grows each time I stop negotiating it down. My results grow because my self-concept grew first. This isn't wishful thinking. This is alignment. I am not hoping to rise, I am rising. I am not waiting to be chosen. I am choosing myself so boldly that the world has to adjust. Watch how fast things accelerate now. Watch how quickly momentum stacks. Watch how naturally I step into what once intimidated me. I'm not the same person who felt trapped. I'm sharper, bolder, strategic, and honestly more fun. There's a sparkle in me now, a kind of mischievous certainty, like I know something good is unfolding behind the scenes, like I can already hear the applause warming up. It grows, and I grow louder with it. So yes, bring the promotion, bring the stretch assignment, bring the unexpected leap. I don't shrink anymore, I expand, I accelerate, I astonish, and the most thrilling part, this is just the beginning.
To find a better feeling.